Right now, the internet is examining T. Grizzley under a microscope, as overnight, he became the prime suspect in the death of a woman very close to him. What was once seen as a case of mistaken identity is now looking like a cold-blooded backdoor, with rapper T. Grizzley being in the center of it all. Back in 2019, T. Grizzley barely survived an attempt on his life that left his aunt JB, who was his manager, dead in his place. Grizzley claimed to not know who did it, and the death remained a mystery. But now, new details have emerged that seem to point directly at the last person anyone would have suspected of being behind it, T. Grizzley. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing T. Grizzley's aunt. Let's get right into it. Some would say that JB was almost like T. Grizzley's guardian angel, the woman who quit her job and gave up everything to make him a star when no one else believed in him. JB watched Grizzley go from a nobody to a successful rapper.
Now, I will say this. If he got his auntie smoked because of the whole shit, that would make sense. But on some shit like, bro, if I put everything into you to make you a superstar and you think you just gonna cut me out by taking my name off of everything, and now I'm just assed out and you go make $15 million more, like, no, that ain't how that's finna work, gang. I quit my job, I did all this, I sacrificed all this to make sure you blew up rapping, and then you gonna blow up rapping, and now you won't know.
Night, and it couldn't feel more satisfying for her, as she was the only one who supported his dreams in the beginning. While she knew that helping him would end up making him a star, she didn't know that it would end up costing her her life. With the man she sacrificed everything for, now being seen as the prime suspect behind her death. This tragic story of success, betrayal, and murder goes back to the start of T. Grizzley's career. Born Terry Sanchez Wallace Jr., T. Grizzley grew up in the west side of Detroit, a city plagued by poverty and crime. His mom was in and out of prison. His father was murdered when T was still a teen. With no real structure, Grizzley ended up making the same mistakes many misguided youth make, hanging out with the wrong crowd and following a destructive path. Even though T ended up in the streets, he still managed to graduate high school and ended up attending Michigan State University, but sadly not for long. In 2014, he was arrested for a string of robberies on campus. Weeks later, he robbed
That's the crazy part too. Like, bro, take your ass to school, bro. You in Michigan State University right now. This is not no bad school. This is not no average state school. This is Michigan fucking State University. This is a D1 college. This is a great school. Take your ass to class. Why are you robbing jewelry
store in Kentucky that got him hit with a sentence of up to 15 years. But in 2016, he got out early, and what he did next would change everything. He wasted no time. On the same day he was released, October 16, 2016, he recorded First Day Out, a raw emotional track about pain, betrayal, and survival. Within weeks, the song went viral. It was so viral that even LeBron James posted a workout video
I remember that.
It didn't take long for the labels to come calling. A deal with 300 Entertainment was quickly signed. T. Grizzley became the new face of Detroit rap. But behind all of it was Jobina Brown, known to family and friends as JB. She was more than an aunt. She was T's biggest supporter. When he got locked up, JB was there. When he came home, it was JB who paid for his music video.
That's crazy,
She signed him and funded his dreams when no one else would. She believed in his talent before he had any fans. She left her job, put her life on hold, and became his full-time manager. JB wasn't just family. She was the reason T. Grizzley became who he is. Sadly, her association with T. Grizzley would lead to the end of her life. On August 20th, 2019, T. Grizzley, his driver, and JB were riding in a Cadillac Escalade. Around 9 p.m., they parked near the 1900 block of West McNichols Road to stop at a house occupied by T. Grizzley's family. According to T. Grizzley, JB decided to stay in the car, refusing to enter the house, calling it dirty. T. Grizzley then stepped out of the vehicle and walked up to the house. Within seconds of stepping out of the car, an unknown man approached the vehicle. No words, no warning. He opened fire.
And you know, if somebody did, let's say you was T. Grizzley and you did set this up, the first thing you gonna say is, I told her to come in the house. When in reality, what very, very realistically could have happened was he could have been like, yeah, you know, just stay in the car. I'll be right back. Because he knew what was going on. That's a possibility, bro. Don't rule that shit out.
JB, who was sitting in the back seat, she was struck multiple times. She was then rushed to the hospital, but sadly, she didn't survive,
was struck 8 times.
Passing away from her injuries at the age of 41. At first, there wasn't much.
I want to put y'all on to some of the easiest money you'll ever make in your life. Freecash.com is a website that allows you to literally get paid hundreds of dollars just for playing video games on your phone. All you need is an email and a password. Follow the directions on each of the campaigns and you can earn at least $100. My personal favorite game to play was Sunrise Island, and when I clicked on it, they had a $370 bonus. I got $370 just for playing a video game on my phone. On average, it only takes about 17 minutes for most people to start earning money on freecash.com. So if you need some free, easy, extra money, go to freecash.com, click the QR code right here, or go in the description below and start getting that bag. You did?
Information on why this happened. The gunman walked away and disappeared, never to be seen again. No arrests, no leads. It was looking like this was going to be another cold case. JB's family and friends were left grieving with no resolution or explanation. A good woman lost her life and nobody knew why. At the center of it all was T. Grizzley, who not only lost his close aunt, but his manager and his day one supporter. The only one who believed in him in the beginning. While initially Grizzley remained rather silent about the situation, a month later, he released a song where he addressed it all. The song was called Status, named after JB's middle name. In the song, he implied that the hit wasn't supposed to be for his aunt, but for him. Rapping in the song, "Look how they try to do me, but got JB. You saw it wasn't me and still shot. What she do to you?" In the track, he seemed to mourn the death of his aunt. He goes as far as to promise to get revenge for her. He even went on to offer $1 million bounty for whoever got rid of who did that to her. The song was basically what you would expect from a street rapper who lost a loved one to street beef. A hurt man promising to get his get back and further incriminating himself. T. Grizzley was left looking for answers, and it seemed he might never get them. Sometime later, he would end up doing an interview where he spoke about the situation and how she was killed. T confidently claimed that whoever did this was trying to get him, claiming that he heard it all go down from the house and ran outside to check what happened. He even claims he spoke to his aunt on the phone before she passed away.
Yeah, so we was at the studio with Guapo and Jay Swan or whatever, and I'm going to my cousin's house, my older cousin. He was real close with my pops, just like my pop's brother. And I was telling her, like, come in the house. And she like, no, I don't want to go in. I'm begging her to come in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain areas, you just can't, you got to move right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't about where you at. I could go anywhere I want to.
Right.
But I got to move right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm moving right, can't nothing happen to me. So I'm telling her to come in the house. She like, no. Because JB was kind of like funny acting about dirty houses. And stuff like that. The house wasn't even dirty, but to her, she just a clean, real clean person. It's like, no, I don't want to go in them people's house. I don't want to sit on their furniture and all that stuff. And I'm like, all right, I'll be right back. So I'm knocking on the door. My people's taking so long to come to the door. You know what I'm saying? And they finally come to the door. As soon as I see her, as soon as I see my auntie, she about to open the door. I hear a whole bunch of shots going off. You know what I'm saying?
Behind you.
Behind me. I hear a whole bunch of shots going off.
Now, again, this story would make a lot more sense if the person who did it wasn't cool with you. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't trying to follow that nigga, he still follows the same person that killed his aunt, bro. You know what I'm saying? While he on the track talking about some what she do to you and why you kill her, or you seen it wasn't me, all that, folks. But this is you cool with him. This like your homie. This somebody you cool with. And then you kicked it with a nigga who be around the nigga who killed your auntie 5 years later.
So I get down because I'm thinking they about to come to the side and start, you know what I'm saying, shooting at me, and I ain't got nothing on me at the time. My cousin ran out with a gun. I'm like, perfect. So we ran out on the street. When we ran out, my driver was gone with no cars out there. I'm like,
She was in the, so what was the vehicle? She was in the car? Like,
yeah, she was in the car.
Okay.
She was in the car on the street. So my cousin ran out with the gun or whatever, and we ran out in the front to see what's going on, and to, if somebody up on us, we gonna get them off us. Yeah. So once we got outside, once we got in the front where they was at, my driver gone. There's no cars out here.
Okay, wait. Let me ask you. So, was you had to enter the back door or something?
Yeah, I was
side door. Okay, I get you. Okay.
But basically, I don't even know what's going on at this point.
Okay.
So we in the front. I look in the street. I don't see no glass in the street. So I'm like, oh, they straight. You know what I'm saying? That's probably some. I didn't even think this had nothing to do with us.
Okay.
You feel me?
Right.
But my cousin still came out there with the gun though. So I was cool with going out there. I'm like, I ain't see no glass in the street. I'm thinking they heard some shots and pulled off. Okay. So now I'm mad now. Like, y'all heard them shots, why would y'all leave me over here?
Right.
You feel me? You could at least call me and told me, like, it's too much going on over here. Come on, we gone. You know what I'm saying? Then my driver ended up calling me, like, and told me what happened. So basically what happened, they walked up to my door and opened my door. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas opened my door trying to get at me. He ended up hitting her up.
Where'd they hit her on the body?
They hit her on her side and in her arm. She didn't get hit her face, and then just all on her side. You feel me?
How many times?
On the side where her heart at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on the side where her heart at too. So she got shot like that before a long time ago. My uncle.
Okay.
His car got shot up, and she got hit in the exact same place, but
That's
she lived.
crazy. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because she went straight to the hospital.
Okay.
My uncle drove straight to the hospital as soon as it happened. But
was she alive when did she die on the scene or the hospital?
I don't even. I think that no. She died at the hospital. She was still alive. She was still breathing and everything. She called me.
She called you?
While she was shot, she called me.
What'd she say?
I was trying to talk to her. I didn't hear what she was saying.
Oh.
She couldn't really form no words. You know what I'm saying? But, like, coming for me, because they opened my door.
Okay.
They were shooting in the car. They hit her 8 times, though.
And you have no idea where this came from?
No, I ain't got no idea where it came from, but it ain't even.
Zena, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Nova. Come on. Come on. Get your ass up. Come on.
No matter where it came from, who I felt like everybody was a suspect.
As you heard for yourself,
I felt like everybody was a suspect, but I'm gonna kick it with the killer's homie. 5 years later,
claims that he doesn't know who
That's
did
what
it,
make
but
it
he
sound
knows
weird,
for sure that it was a hitman for him. Though it was such a tragedy, T. Grizzley eventually found a way to continue his career in his life without his aunt around, continuing his life in the best way he could without her. While Grizzley seemed to move on, JB's other family members couldn't let it go and wanted answers. Answers they finally seemed to have gotten just a few days back when the alleged killer was finally identified. In July 2025, nearly 6 years after the murder, police finally made an arrest. A man known as Wu-Tang or Wu-600, who is reportedly affiliated with Chicago's 600 gang, was arrested and charged with the death of JB. Wu-Tang is deeply connected to Chicago's drill scene and has associations with artists like Booka 600, Little Durk, and others from the Chicago drill scene. Yeah. When Wu-Tang was arrested, he was caught standing by the stolen rental used as the getaway vehicle in the murder of JB. He also had a gun that matched the suspected gun used in the hit as well. Wu-Tang, knowing how bad this was, tried to make a run for it but was unsuccessful, and he was taken into custody.
And he dropped the gun out his pocket, by the way, y'all.
It was even revealed in court that the prosecution has cell phone tower data that pinpoints Wu-Tang's phone location on the day of the shooting, with the location data indicating his phone was in the same location JB was killed, with records indicating he was there for over 2 hours waiting for their arrival. Now, this Wu-600's involvement in all of this left people with the question of why. Why would a gang member from Chicago be the man responsible for the death of T. Grizzley's aunt in Detroit? It just made no sense. What was the connection between Wu-Tang and JB? Well, this is when things take a sharp turn and the spotlight is put on T. Grizzley.
Exactly.
See, over the years, T. Grizzley managed...
Oh, that's irritating. Fuck.
to make connections with a few rappers in the Chicago drill scene. Rappers like Little...
You don't never see my text, you know that?
Hey, look, I don't have nothing. Sorry.
It's okay. I love you too. No, she ate. They've been eating, but no. What's that? Oh, thank you, baby. How you find that? How much was it? Thank you, baby. I'm finna be on this motherfucker 2 nights. You know if I can download games or do I have to buy them? I don't even know why I asked you. Thank you, though, baby. Love you.
Durk and one by the name of Booka 600. Grizzley seemed to be rather close to Booka 600, not only making songs with him, but having a personal close friendship. Booka 600 was even invited to Grizzly's wedding, where he was one of his groomsmen. This is all important because Booka 600 is a part of a violent, infamous Chicago gang called 600, which just so happens to be the same gang JB's killer Wu 600
just
or Wu-Tang is a part of. Now this seems to be the only connection between T Grizzly and JB's killer Wu-Tang.
Right.
So it's simple, right? T Grizzly at some point must have started beefing with Booka 600 and the 600 gang, with Wu-Tang being sent in.
That could be true too, but if that was the case though, why would you have that nigga at your wedding if he just tried to kill you? I'm not inviting no nigga to my wedding that tried to put together no plot against my life. That don't make sense.
Take out Grizzly's aunt. But after looking into that, that wasn't the case, because even after his aunt died, T Grizzly has remained close friends to Booka 600, calling him his brother on social media and still doing songs with him. In fact, Grizzly kept on hanging out with Booka 600 even after people started spreading the rumor that Wu 600 killed his aunt. When fans and internet detectives saw this, they started to re-examine everything, and T Grizzly started looking more and more guilty. People started analyzing his story of what happened that night, claiming the killer only took out his aunt because he wasn't in the car. But now we know the killer was waiting there for 2 hours.
But that just don't make sense to me, because it's like, okay, if the nigga pop out the car and he's trying to get you and he know you right there, why would he go? Like, they only gonna do something like that when they can't get you. So if you right there, it just doesn't make any sense for me to, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it don't make sense for a nigga to kill your aunt when you are maybe 300 feet away if they really want you for real though. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Grizzly and JB arrived at the location, which means the killer would have seen Grizzly get out of the car and would have had an opportunity to get him. Grizzly is a very big dude. It's hard to believe this man would have missed him walking out of the car. Either he's blind or he wasn't there to kill T Grizzly. People also started pointing out the story T Grizzly gave, where he confidently claims the hit was meant for him, not for his aunt, but then claims to have no idea who was behind it. How do you know the hit was meant for you, but you don't know who did it? People also point at the lyrics to the tribute song to his aunt, where he promises retaliation and offers $1 million bounty. If he were really planning on getting revenge, why would he advertise it and document it on a song? It made no sense. It was like he wanted to appear like he was the most heard about it all. People also bring up the video of him telling the story during the interview. T Grizzly seems really uninterested, answering questions about the death of his aunt, instead of giving the conversation the respect and attention it required when talking about the death of a loved one. T Grizzly answered questions while playing Call of Duty. All of this made T Grizzly look rather suspicious. So now people started asking the question, was JB mistaken for someone else, or was this a hit on her set up by T Grizzly himself? This left people questioning T Grizzly's close association with Booka 600 and the 600 gang, looking into the disturbing possibility that T Grizzly could have approached his Chicago friends, known for their violent ways, to eliminate his own aunt. But why? Why would T Grizzly want to get rid of his aunt? Well, it could all be connected to the root of all.
He couldn't have put that play together in Detroit, because if he would have put that play together in Detroit, somebody probably would have backdoored him, or off the strength of his uncle, they would have said something to his aunt. It would have got bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's making more sense on this side than it is on this side. You see what I'm saying? Now y'all gonna shoot the messenger. Okay? Y'all gonna get mad at me for saying what everybody else thinking. But that don't mean it ain't true. You see what I'm saying? It make more sense on this side that I go to Chicago and get some niggas who don't know nothing about my auntie. They don't know my auntie. They don't know her husband. They don't know shit. I'm finna get them. I'm locked in with them. I'm finna put some money down. I'm finna get their ass to come out here, do this work for me. I'm gonna pay them. Ain't nobody gonna think nothing.
Evil, the love of money.
He would have been better off staying in the car.
JB wasn't just Grizzly's aunt. She was also his manager and had him under a recording contract. JB was who initially funded Grizzly's career. She owned part of his brand. She was making money off every dollar T Grizzly made in music, which back then was a lot of money. She reportedly controlled a major portion of T's business. She could have easily had a massive split in his recording contracts, even owning some of his publishing rights and royalties. With her gone, T Grizzly gains full control and cut her out of the profits. When you add that to the fact that it took 6 6 years to name a suspect, and the suspect is from a city Grizzly had ties to and was also a part of a gang he's friends with. People start asking the question, did T Grizzly set this up? Is he the missing key in solving this mystery? Right now, Wu 600 is in custody and he is being charged with JB's death. Detroit police say they're building their case, with everyone waiting to see what comes out of this. While as of right now, we don't have the answers, I will say, T Grizzly is looking rather suspicious. He recently came out and vaguely denied the allegations, telling people not to believe everything they see on the internet.
That's not true. So you think you can't be fooled by the internet?
But in this case, it's pretty hard when the evidence seems to point a big arrow in his direction.
Right.
We know the music industry is dark and is known for its evil ways. Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if T Grizzly is truly behind this all. One thing that seems clear, JB didn't deserve this, especially not by the hands of a man she was willing to sacrifice everything for. JB was more than an aunt and a manager to T Grizzly. She was the heart of his story. Her death was tragic, but was it more than a case of mistaken identity? Was she really caught in the crossfires, or was she sacrificed?
How the hell is it mistaken identity? How the fuck is that mistaken identity? How if I open a car door and see a girl, I'm gonna mistake her for T Grizzly, big 6'3", 345 pounds? Come on, gang. What we talking about?
Of greed. JB deserves justice for her family, and so her soul can truly rest in peace. Well, I'm gonna end this one here. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the
I think he fucking smoked. I think it's over with for dude. I think it's, man. I don't think it's no coming back from this shit here, boy. I won't be surprised if he get locked up for this shit so quick. I won't be surprised if the feds come. Cause I don't know, do the feds got dude ass? I don't know who the feds got, but I wouldn't be surprised if the feds came and fucking locked him up. I don't know if the feds got what's his name, Wu-Tang, because technically it was a Fed case if it happened across state lines. You travel across state lines with an illegal gun to kill somebody. I'm pretty sure that's a Fed charge. So I don't know how that shit work, but nigga.